Friends, hello and welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. Today we're going to go over our best build as a defenseman starting off NHL 25. As always, a reminder, we'll update things throughout the season. Things can change, but right now what we're finding the best bang for our buck, it's the two-way defender. We're going to go over here quickly, run through all the attributes, reassess them. Currently, the player is not built, so if you pause the game at the beginning, or screen at the beginning here, we're not completely finished with it. You get the quick pick, intercepting pucks off the ice, also significantly increases the player's range when intercepting passes. You have no contest, except on a stick tension and strength when going into pickups, resulting in more wins in a battle. Stick them up. Phenomenal defensive stick speed, shutdown, exceptional accuracy when poke checking against momentum or on speed one-on-one. The heat seeker's power and accuracy. This is a big one, and there's a couple of good ones. I really like quick pick, and I really like shutdown, where it's exceptional accuracy when poking against momentum or at speed in one-on-one situations, because you know how it is in the momentum. If you're about to get burnt, a lot of times you quickly plant a poke might result in a penalty. The other thing is, in quick pick, you need to be able to intercept passes, specifically in the lane. You're always going to be crashing the net. You're always going to be in front of the net. And you're always going to be in those passing lanes up the ice if you were to maybe take a chance, maybe pinch a little bit, try to cause an interception. Those are ever so important. This one, I think it depends more on your play style. You have to question yourself here. Do you find yourself aggressive at the blue line when you're entering the lane? If you're aggressive at the blue line, you're likely going to want to go to shutdown. When we say aggressive, we're talking like you're pinched right up. You and the other guy, you leave as very little space as possible for them to enter the zone. You play aggressive. That's your play style. Now, if you find yourself setting back a little bit where you're like, well, I'd rather not get burned, I'm going to give him a step or two of space between the two of us. He's got an easy entry into the zone. Then I think you're going with quick pick, because then you're just not as aggressive. You don't need it. You probably will likely not use the shutdown attribute as much as you'd use the quick pick, because you're playing a little bit more conservative. You're just playing not to let them get a good opportunity, whether it be a forced pass in a slot or in the crease, whatever. We'll go with quick pick for this, because I think that does fit most people better here, especially starting out. Then moving to the superstar abilities, I really like Seeing Eye here. And again, this very much, it depends on your play style. Seeing Eye is advanced power and accuracy. When shots, or when you're taking shots, when the goalie screen advanced power and accuracy, it reduces the goalie's vision more. You have a much better chance of putting that turret on net, redirecting it, going in, finding a way to get into the back of the net. And if you find yourself as a defenseman that often puts shots on net just to get them on, looking for that rebound, looking for maybe that 1T D to D, this is a big one to have. More of a sixes build perk more than it would be a threes build. And then if you're looking for more of that threes build type of build perk, I'm probably looking more in the direction of magnetic, because as a defender, obviously you're going to get a lot of less than ideal passes. Pucks going around the board, you're getting ready to release it. And again, we're going back to the quick pick thing. You want to be able to intercept and do as much as you possibly can with that stick. You want the longest reach, the best defensive awareness, anything you can do to make your life easier as a defenseman and to move that puck. And then the second one we do is a very important one here. That is in reverse. I find it as a non-negotiable. It's an advanced speed and acceleration. When back skating as a defender, you are back skating dang near the entire game, so it's very important that you lose no speed. You gain as much as possible skating backwards. That one, again, a non-negotiable for me. Then we're going to go over to the techniques, and I don't believe we're seeing any sort of speed for any of these guys this season. You got the hand-eye, you got the tenacity, you got the strength, the shot blocking, the play style, the passing, offensive awareness, stick checking, power, wrist shot power, slap shot power, puck control, so on and so forth. For this one, real quickly, we'll look at our stats before we jump into it. The passing, the 85, the offensive awareness, the 83. I personally would like to see my passing tinked up just a little bit more. We're going to see what we have to do to get to about an 80. I mean, honestly, I'd probably like to be about a 90. So if we could just go 86 there, lose nothing anywhere else, because it's just so important not to lose your stick checking. It's so important not to lose your defensive awareness. But if you can get that passing up, it is a W there. So I think we're going +4 on the passing as a defenseman. To go right past it, there's a tenacity. It's tenacity +4 passing. Get that bad boy up to about an 89 overall. And then the second one is going to be what we're going to do to best counteract our need to get this speed up as high as possible. Right now, we're going to drop that. You do not use a lot of wrist shots as a defenseman. Again, not accuracy wise, at least. I think you can go with the non-accurate wrist shots. Power might be more important because you just want to get it on net. Balance, agility, a little less important, as we say, kind of a stat you can afford to lose. Balance being a big thing on any position, especially defense, being able to knock guys off the puck, being able to stay on the puck. So we'll leave that as is. Looking at the power again, I'd like to keep the powers the same, but you want to get that acceleration up to the best possible area you can there. So we're probably going to say, let's get that slap. No, we're going to get that wrist shot power. I lied. We're going to go back. We're going to go back. I don't know what I was thinking. Slap shots are great. Slap shot one-timers are fantastic, but a lot of the times, if you actually wind up to take that slap shot, players are going to have time to get in front of you, time to get in front and block it. A lot of times you might go with the quick wrister. So we're going to look for more of the balanced approach here, where we're going to go 82-82 on accuracy, not be as worried about that. Again, getting the acceleration very important. The endurance, you don't lose your endurance very much as a defenseman. You can afford to knock that down a little bit right there. We're going to have to go, and what I'm seeing here is likely we're going to probably add to your puck control, because it's ever so important in, again, settling the puck down faster, more accurate passes, more accurate shots. You need to have good puck control as quickly as possible. The quickly you can corral that puck, move it around, shoot it, whatever you're doing as a defenseman, ever so important, because that's the last, again, you're the last line of defense. The last thing you want to be is that guy turning the puck over at the point, because unlike a forward, you turn that puck over at the point and they are going to be, well, taking off. they're going to be going places. The only thing you do want to make sure of is, again, making sure you're not missing out on anything in these departments. And again, not so much as I'd rather see the puck control tinkered up just a little bit there. Looking at the slap shot power, looking at the wrist shot power, kind of like where the things are there. Again, getting that acceleration up so you're not getting burned terribly. You can drop the endurance all the way down, -5. Now the puck control's an 88. I would probably say to get that -80. Again, a slap shot's going to be a bomb no matter what you do there. We'll drop that to about an 81. And then you're going to, I can't drop the endurance anymore. You know what? Let's make sure we balance this out. Ooh, they're going to get us. They're going to get us really good. We might be able to go back to the 86 on a puck control to get that acceleration up. I think I'd rather lose the wrist shot power, and be completely honest with you. Or not the wrist shot power, but the slap shot power. Get it down to an 80, 79. Not the greatest. But when you're taking a slap shot, again, it's going to be less than scoring prone. And in this situation, as a two-way defender, you're just not going to have the best shot. We're playing more as a passing defenseman. You're playing more as a guy that can get the puck moving around quickly as a defenseman. Whilst also, again, you know, if you're looking for a threes build, you might want to go more puck-moving defenseman or do a separate defensive build there. That way your shot's better. Moving over to the passing, though, we're going to go ahead again. I want that passing. I want that sucker up about as high as it goes. We'll drop the offensive awareness just a little bit. I like the stick checking where it's at. I like the defensive awareness where it's at. Not in bad places there. The body checking shouldn't be too bad as well. How much did we lose? 80 XP? Did that happen off of just 2? I don't know where that XP came from. Nonetheless, we will keep you about 81. We will move that stick checking up a little bit. They're going to give us the opportunity to move it up. We'll move that stick checking up just a peak. We'll leave the offensive awareness on an 82. Not doing a lot of the defensive stats, like a lot of what they got going on there. Durability, we can knock that down a little bit. We'll push that towards your strength, towards your hand-eye. Shot blocking, obviously important as a defenseman. You're going to be a bigger body guy. I can afford to probably lose. We're going to lose any because it's going to keep us right at the 30. Just a little bump on a hand-eye, a little bump on a strength. Again, hand-eye determines your deflection skills in front of the net and ability to handle passes or pucks in the air. Not using it as much as a forward might in this particular situation, except for running that, gathering in pucks. Face-offs discipline, just max the discipline out in this case. As a defenseman, drop everything on a fighting, max out the discipline. Last thing you're gonna do is take penalties. You're not, you know, you want to put the deking up, you can, because geez, that was expensive. You put the deking up if you want, because you're never taking face-offs. But make sure you're getting the max out on the fighting skill there. Nonetheless, that was going to wrap things up for this video. As always, I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.